Welcome to the Northgate Orenzo Reality Coffee Break series. In this series we will be discussing RealWeb. What is RealWeb? RealWeb is an integral feature of Reality. It provides the databasic programmer with the facility to web-enable an application with little or no knowledge of HTML, allowing the retention of existing business rules and utilizing developers' existing skill sets. What is required for RealWeb? RealWeb requires a Java-supported web server such as Apache Tomcat. Also requires Java runtime environment and the RealWeb components installed from the Reality CD. To begin, download and install Java runtime environment. This can be downloaded from java.sun.com. Next, download Apache Tomcat. Tomcat download can be obtained from tomcat.apache.org. Start the installation of Tomcat. You will be prompted to specify the HTTP 1.1 connector port. The default is 8080, but you can change this to 80, which means that the port does not have to be specified in the URL. You are then prompted for the location of the Java virtual machine. Next displays the location to install Tomcat. You can change the location if you wish. You are asked whether you wish to run Tomcat and view the README file. Clear the checkboxes for both of these options. Click Finish to complete the installation. Next, we will install the RealWeb components from the Reality CD. Put the Reality CD into the CD drive. The installation should start automatically. Select Core Reality Software. From the Core Reality Software menu, select JReal. This displays the location to install JReal. Click Browse to change the location. Install JReal in the live directory of the Tomcat home directory. 4 files should be installed into the directory: real.jar, jreal.doc, readme, and reality.properties.default. Rename reality.properties.default to reality.properties. The next step is to install RealWeb servlets. From the Reality CD main menu, select Web Software. From the Web Software menu, select RealWeb servlets. Note, optionally you can also install the sample HTML pages. If you choose to install these, they install into the webapp/root/webinf/RealWeb directory from the Tomcat home directory. Install the RealWeb servlets into the webapp/classes directory beneath the Tomcat home directory. If the directory does not exist, you will need to create it. The RealWeb servlet should now be installed in the classes directory. This completes the installation of the RealWeb components. Next, within the Tomcat 7.0 directory, the Web Apps directory, root directory, webinf directory is a web.xml file. In this file you will define the RealWeb servlet names and classes. You'll define rwconfig, reality, reality.is, and the servlet mapping for these. This completes the installation. We will now configure a connection. But first we will start the Tomcat services if it is not already running. From the Window Control Panel, select Services. Select Tomcat and go ahead and start the service. The next step is to configure the connection to establish entry to Reality database. Go ahead and start your browser and enter the URL for the rwconfig. This will bring up the RealWeb configurator. We're going to go ahead and create a new session name. So check that. We're going to give it a session name of your choice. We'll just call it RealWeb Test. We're going to put an entry into where the web server is located. If it's located on the local system, it'll be localhost. We're going to give it a database name, a reality user on that database, and an account. And we're going to go ahead and submit this entry and save it. This will allow us a connection into our reality database from web to run our programs by entering a URL from our browser. Next, we will log into the reality database and enable an account for RealWeb. We'll go ahead and log into the Sysman account. From here, we're going to run setup account to set up our account for RealWeb. We're going to select RW as the account. And we're going to select RealWeb as the features for this account. So now our account is set up and configured for RealWeb. This completes the installation of all the components required for RealWeb, configuring a connection to the reality database, and enabling an account for which our RealWeb programs will run. In our next RealWeb Coffee Break series, we will be exploring how to create a RealWeb program and running that program from your browser. I hope you found this useful and enjoy us on our next Coffee Break series. Thank you.